Hi guys, this is Namcraft once again and welcome to another series of Starcraft English Amazing Adventure. This is gonna be a guaranteed handpicked game, awesome exploding kind of battle thingy on the map Retro between Stork and Action. This game has been handpicked by me and is guaranteed to be epic. So please sit down, get your popcorn and enjoy it with your girlfriends. If you are one of my supporters in the last 30 days, you're going to be able to watch this game slightly earlier than the others via a playlist in the video description. If you're not one of my supporters, you just watch it a little bit later, which is fine. There are 4 ways for you to support me. They are mentioned in the video description. The best way and the one that is going to be able to save most of your money is going to be sending me money via the Zelle account if you're a US citizen. If you're not US citizen, you can use your credit card or PayPal account. So that's it. Let's dive right into this game. This is gonna be once again on the map Retro. You can see the map artifact here at the bottom right of the screen. This map for Protoss players, they enjoy a 48% win rate, which is kind of interesting, almost nearly 48% win rate since conception of this map. And the elo ranking for today's Stork is number 4 on the elo board. He's been on fire. Action is somewhere like number 20. So that is fine. Of course, I prefer, a little bit of the closer skill level between these two players, but Action is still a formidable opponent for Stork here. It looks like Stork is located at the bottom right of the screen in the orange color. Action is located at the top left, and Stork had just scouted his enemy's overlord at the 9 o'clock position. He wants to make sure that, and this is a strategy that I'll often use as well on Fighting Spirit and Polypoid, which is I scout the middle bases, 3 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and I hope to find my overlord, my enemy's overlord crossing there. But anyhow, it looks like Stork is going to try to feint a pylon and cannon attack here. Looks like that is not going to be the case. He's got nothing. He built a gateway first, so his Zealot's going to be incoming, but of course Action doesn't have his overlord in position, so he doesn't have any kind of senses as to what is behind this. For the time being, he's going to be extra cautious and try to put some drone in his expansion, but it looks like for the time being the drone is going to be moving towards the 12 o'clock position now, and blocking that ram. He's going to try to go for 3 hatcheries. This is a normal build that Action often does. But the question is Action going to be a noble Zerg by building, Lair and Inspire, or is he going to be going for kind of a cheeky sly Zerg by building Hydrogen and attacking with his 3-hatch Hydra strategy? Anyways, this drone is going to try to stop the Zealot. The Zealot needs to take some hits of the drone, and indeed it does take 1 or 2 hits off of that drone, and the game is going to continue on from now. Anyways, I want your opinion, guys. I want to ask you what you think about the new format that I'm having on the screen right now. I have a kind of a stylized resource monitoring box at the top side of the screen. I try to make it as small as possible. You can have more space to see what's happening, in terms of battles and units and stuff like that. I also show the avatar video of the players, Action and Stork. I hope you enjoy that. Do you like it? Maybe it doesn't matter at all, you don't care? Please let me know what you care about in the video comments, because sometimes I do care about what you care, although most of the time I just care about what I care about. Anyways, what else? If you like the Elo's, Elo score overlay photos. Oh, that's Zealot's getting trapped by Stork. Kind of a bad micro there. He loses the probe, and there's a lot of these other Zealots gonna be hiding in the corner. So, anyways, if you like those kind of photos for the map thumbnails, or if you like the Elo rankings, or you like the win rate per matchup, please let me know. If you don't like or if you don't care about it, please let me know as well, so I know how much that matters to some or none of a few of you, so I can make my adjustment. And what else would you like to see in these casts? I know that I've heard a lot of opinions saying that please shut up, please talk less, so that is noted. I would not shut up. I will possibly not talk less either, but thanks a lot for your suggestions. Some of you have mentioned I need to speak louder. Not necessarily speak more, but speak louder. Okay, I take that into consideration. I think my mic has a lot of issues. Maybe all of you know now. There are some other things that some of you have suggested. One is that stop talking about non-Starcraft stuff. Well, that is kind of not really possible, because I'm a non-Starcraft guy. Of course, my main job is not Starcraft. I have a real job. I have many real jobs, one of which is working at a convenience store. So anyways, that's that. Anyways, looks like we're going to be having some Zerglings moving forward to Stork's main now. Looks like Lair is going to be the name of the game for Action. He's going to be going for Noble Zerg here. Noble Zerg strategy, just trying to drag the game here. Looks like Stork is going to be going for some cannon blocking the front, which is fine. The core is going to be coming up. By the way, one thing to note out, I forgot to mention, I just saw it on the screen, which is Stork has built the core before he builds his forge, guys. So this is gonna, allow him to make courses slightly faster than usual, and I think Action has lost the opportunity to apply a little pressure, and that was a cascading effect, because with the cross-spawning position, Action was not able to scout what Stork has in the front. He was not able to see if there was a forge opening, a core opening. Of course, the gateway is first, but he was not able to see if it was forge or core, and he was not able to see that the enemy did not build a cannon. So that is all of this, completely worked out here for Stork, which is nice. Anyways, we're going to be having just both players gearing up for the mid game here, droning up from Action, and of course Stork is going to trying to go for his upgrades. He's going to get his +1 weapons upgrade for the Zealots, and possibly +1 air upgrade for the Corsairs, which is nice. Alright, what's happening here on the screen? We're at the 5th minute and 52 seconds of the game. Stork has got 48 supply, Action has got 39 supply. Absolutely nothing happening that is worth noting for the time. It looks like Stork is getting ready for the second cannon. He's got a probe there. But you can see in the minimap that his Corsair is also moving across the map, and he doesn't see any kind of mutualist movement, or Scourge movement rather. So he's not going to build that cannon. He's going to build a bit of backup. Looks like this Spy is only about 500 out of 600 done, so Stork is going to have a chance to take out at least one Overlord. He finds one in the corner. There's another one near the 9 o'clock position, almost between the 8 and the 9 o'clock position. Looks like Stork is heading over there with his Corsairs as well, so this is nice. If he is able to find and take out both of the Overlords, he's going to be clear for a nice advantage going to the mid game here. Now, the 3 bases are from Action are all located at the top side of the screen, which means the Scourges will not be able to catch this Corsair as he returns home, I think. But looks like Stork is going to try to stay a little bit longer, and that's a mistake. He needs to return home right now. The other Corsair is going to try to take out a 9 option. He doesn't find that Overlord. Actually, he kind of gives up midway. There's a 3rd Corsair on this map, so Stork has got 3 Corsairs. Now he's going to make another 4th one. Looks like Scourges start to come out from Action. The question for me is that whether Action is going to make like just 2 or 4 Scourges and just mass Hydras or mass drones, or will he make more Mutualists and try to take the air battle? But for the time, we're going to be having that pylon behind the mineral. I think that is for Stork to either build a cannon there. Okay, that's going to be for him to block his 2 sides with the 2 pylon here. This is going to be interesting. That is a trick. If you don't know about it, it's going to be a trick for Stork to group his Corsairs together with that probe mixed in between the pylons. So anyways, 6 hatchery is going to be coming up for Action now. He's joining up. Now the question is that, Stork, is he gonna try to make Dark Templar and slip it out? Or is he gonna trying to make High Templars? Because Zerg players have been getting so good at getting Overlord speed upgraded so fast that the Dark Templar actually virtually does not do any kind of damages. And if the Protoss player doesn't build cannons fast enough, as we've often seen in games, with Mini, he just skim on cannons and he loses so fast. Oh my god, that's a mistake from Stork, losing the first course of the game. Looks like Stork is gonna kind of stage a mini attack, a mini assault at the Stork option. I'm trying to get on high ground. Some of the Zealots getting stuck. He's gonna try to pull back. He doesn't have High Templar support. He's gonna start to build cannons now because it's gonna be super wary. The core is still upgrading +1 weapons for the Corsairs, I think. But Stork has stopped making Corsairs. He's, just content with his 5 Corsairs now. We're going to be having a small engagement. These Zealots need to kind of pull back and buy time. Just wait for the cannons to get up online. He wants to do more than that. He wants to make sure that the core can finish upgrading and, go towards the upgrades for the Dragoon range as well at some point. Anyways, very good for Stork to pull one of the weaker Zealot back. He's going to try to surround the Hydras, and looks like the Hydras are actually not being micro whatsoever for Action. Terrible micro making him for Action. And he lost almost all of his Hydras just to a couple of Zealots. But anyways, that was a good exchange. We're at 8 minutes and 57 seconds of the game. Stork is 88 supply and Action is 67, which is very standard around this time of the game for both of the players. This is rather evenly matched situation between the 2 players, I would say. The Corsairs patrolling the middle area of the map, and the Stork is going to try to go out with more attacks here. And this time of the game, Action is going to be looking forward to that 4th base. And Stork is of course going to try to secure the 6 o'clock position as his 3rd base as well. So we shall see if both players are going to be able to actually get more bases, and get more economy and start to go transition into the late game. Defiler is going to be what I will be looking forward to, for Action. And I mentioned in a lot of my casts previously that for the Zerg player nowadays, playing against both Protoss and Terran and survival until Defilers and Nidus Canal, it's just imperative. There's not. Oh my god, Corsair is getting sniped in the back. 1 Corsair down, 2 Corsair. No. We still have 4 Corsairs remaining. They have +1 weapons upgrade done. Now we're going to be having a small engagement. What is happening here? Very clumsy Hydras movement from Action. He lost 2 Hydras there. We're going to be having a drone getting sniped. That looks like we're going to be having a surround of the Hydras by the Zealot. And Hydras are gonna need to run away for their lives. They're not running fast enough. And Looks like Stork is able to do some attack, and he's gonna be backing up now. Looks like after the battle is over, Stork is 98 supply, Action is 81. Action's economy is booming though. He's not disturbed at all. And yeah, these courses need to run now. Only 3 courses remaining. It's gonna be time for him to actually put them in the Corsair Museum. That is a museum that, you know, keeps all of the courses after they finish the missions. You know, they're just skeletons remaining. Anyways, an expansion is at the 9 o'clock station now. It looks like Stork is moving some of his Zelle out through the 6 o'clock station, trying to go there. And if he's able to snipe that base or at least slow it down, that's gonna be a great find. Looks like Action is out of position. His Hydras are not anywhere to intercept, and he actually doesn't have vision of that area. Stork is gonna have to hide his courses, and Zelle is gonna get on high ground, and that hatchery is gonna cancel itself for sure. Action would not have enough time to save it. Looks like he's gonna try to come from both sides though, trying to sandwich the Zealot. The Lurker's gonna get on high ground. This is gonna be, I think, the Zealot. Okay, that's a mistake to try to run downhill. Maybe, you know, I think it might be better to try to go the other way. But anyways, he loses every single Zealot. And minimal losses there, I think, for Action. Look at the supply. Action 105 supply, Stork 109 supply. After that battle is over, and we're going to be having both players just going to try to reposition themselves here. Now, I think drop is something that Action could be thinking about at this point. It's, you know, a great strategy, especially when Protoss player is out of position like this. We're going to be having kind of both the players moving across the map in various locations here. Action's gonna try to deny the potential new base for Stork. Yeah, he's gonna force a cancellation on something. Was that a Nexus or a Pyre? I'm not so sure. But anyway, Stork's gonna mount a series of assault here against the 12 clubs. We're gonna be having Action try to sandwich the enemy from both sides. Both players gotta be super careful and try to micro. Looks like one good storm. Another good storm is morphing into Agam. It looks like Action doesn't know what it means to micro. He just completely walk all of his Hydras into enemy fire and losing everything supply-wise. Stork is up by about 20 supply. We're having an attacking Hydra happens to storm itself. He's gonna try to storm something, and the Lurkers are not in position. Very good storm on some of the Hydras, but good spread of unity. But look, hi guys, look at the minimap. There's some weird stuff happening inside of Stork's expansion. There is some yellow dots there. We need to actually move there and see that area in some, in some seconds. But for the time, it looks like Stork is going to be to kill the last Lurker on this high ground, and Stork takes control of this high ground. Looks like we need to check out what's happening inside of Stork's main though. Expansion, whatever. There's a lot of activities there, but we're not seeing it. And now we're going to be seeing Stork, yeah, has lost a lot of probes in that exchange, and we're gonna be having double Lurker drop, and looks like more drop happening in the main. Oh my god, starts to run the rest of his probes to the expansion. Looks like one Lurker at the expansion died, but the other Lurker is still alive, and these probes are running for their life. Stork's gonna be able to destroy the rest of his forces. Very slow probe pool here for Stork, and he's lost the majority of his probes. Like, he's got very few probes remaining. He's gotta be super careful with this overall. Still have I think a Lurker in the back, but Stork is able to take out his enemies. 12 o'clock. Oh my god, the Lurker almost dropped inside the pylon. At the last minute, it dropped outside, and that's slightly unfortunate. So that's going to be good here for Stork to clear it out. Stork's going to try to assault the front. He's already completely destroyed the 12 option, so he's traded what? He's traded a Nexus for 3 hatchery and evolution chamber, and he lost a lot of probes in the process as well. But anyways, this defense is too strong for Stork to hold. His best bet is going to be to try to regain his main, I think. And looks like he also need to be wary as to another drops, because now Action can just drop another Lurker and that entire probe line would die. So this is gonna be super very tense moments for both of these. So it looks like Stork has completely cleared out the top block positioned. This Overlord's gonna return probes to run for the life. Stork, are you paying freaking goddamn attention? Double Lurkers attacking the probe line, and Stork is very slow to pull his probe. He loses 4 more probes. This Overlord dies, and that Lurker picks itself up once again, and more stuff getting dropped. And I think these are Hydras. Yeah, they are Hydras. So just Dragoons alone is not going to be enough to save this base. So he's going to back up and try to drive the Hydras towards the cannon here and buy more time that way. The course is going to try to come out and clear out the rest of this Overlord. There's a lot of Overlords in this session. Is Action in danger of getting supply block? No. He's got 57 armies units, and he's got 59 size, and that's good for him. But anyways, looks like what is it? Stork is going to try to stop his enemy from actually going out once again. And High Templar does a good storm, but good dodge from Action. The last Overlord in this group has died here, so Stork has completely regained his main. He's remaking his Nexus. A lot of Overlords died, so that, I don't know if that means something or not. Of course, Action is not supply block, but Overlord is also money, guys. I mean, Overlord is money, of course. It goes without saying, but you never think of Overlord that way. But anyways, surround from Stork. Need to move the rest of his Zelle towards the left side to support a Dragoon. Very slow reaction, but anyways, now he's able to clear the rest of this Hydras, and they're running for their lives once again, which is nice. The rest of Action's reinforcement move back here. 82 supply for Stork, 59 supply for Action. The game is still going on fair and square. Looks like Action is rebuilding the top collection with the hatchery there. It needs to actually check, you know, for presence of overlords, because drop can be going. But yeah, we might be having another drop here. Looks like Stork has got only 2 courses remaining, and he's using both of the courses to scout around the map and look for overlords. This overlord, I'm not so sure what's inside. Maybe 4 hydras, maybe 2 lurkers, but yeah, looks like he needs to drop whatever he wants to drop right now. He's not dropping. The other overlord's gonna try to drop something in the main, and Stork is getting ready. Oh my god, this is gonna be a tense moment. The lurker is gonna go outside. No, the lurker goes inside. 1 lurker outside, 1 lurker inside, and so many probes lost inside. This lurker's got 5 kills with the +2 weapons upgrade. Very, very strong. And yeah, Dragoon's gonna be in position to take out that lurker, which is nice. But what's inside of Stork's main? I think there's some yellow stuff happening inside of Stork's main. I don't know, but anyway, Stork is gonna try to regain this high ground once again, and the hatchery was cancelled at the 12 collection, and the game is gonna kind of reset. Both players are down just basic economy once again, with Stork slightly in the lead, I would say, maybe slightly. I don't know, 72 supply versus 58 supply, and Stork's main base is once again not yet mining for some time. Anyways, the last of the lurker is gonna die now. It's gonna try to go and hide in the corner. Stork needs to make a cannon. I think it's gonna be time for him to actually spare a cannon, but he of course doesn't have money to spare a cannon. Might even just be better to use Dragoon or something like that to actually, you know, to stop any kind of drops, or just, you know, permanently positioned 1 Zealot, 1 Dragoon in the base. Anyways, this Corsair is you know, its main purpose now is to survive. You need to actually survive, because if the Corsair is dead, you know, in this kind of senseless engagement, then Stork will not be able to stop any kind of future lurker drops into his main, excuse me. Anyways, we're at the 16-minute and 42-second of the game. The game is still completely, you know, red hot chili pepper here. Not so sure it's going to be winning. Action with 67 supply, Stork with 80. Action is not yet re-expanded, and Stork has regained his base, but Stork has got very few probes. He's got so few probes. Another drop happening here. A double drop. 1 drop in the main and 1 drop at the expansion. Stork is out of position with the rest of his army. This Archon is buying some time here, which is great. Another drop in the expansion. Is Stork aware of that? Probes running into the main, but the overlords are actually heading into the main as well, and there's gonna be very few forces to defend here. Run for your lives. The overlord is looking for those kind of juicy probe, and the double lurker is on the, you know, on the field here. That is a good storm. 1 lurker died. The other lurker is still sitting around hanging out. And yeah, the game's gonna reset. Looks like Action is gonna rebuild the top block base. That okay, very, very good for the Zealot to actually get stuck in the corner there. Very interesting. But anyways, the game resets, and this Stork lose a lot of stuff in that. I think so, because look at the supply, 65 supply versus 58. That's, you know, burning pylon with a single City of Adun and Templar Archive being powered by is a freaking thorn in the eye. I mean, if that pylon dies, I guess it doesn't matter now, but I mean, anyways, I just thinking about it. Another overload drop, and this lurker. These lurkers gonna be in position. Looks like Stork is gonna take out the last of the overlord. That might be just a feint though. More drops happening at the natural. You can see at the 6th corruption there are some units moving in position. Maybe just waiting to drop a single lurker, but Stork is on it. He's on it. He's got his double Corsair checking out. He's got to be super careful not to lose his Corsair, because once again, the Corsair is actually very, very expensive to rebuild at this stage. Just reuse whatever you have, man. Yeah, but speaking of which, I find it kind of not good that pro gamers just stop building Corsairs after the mid game. I mean, why is that the case? Especially in situations like this, actually you're gonna need to actually rebuild the Corsair, because they are more important than 1 or 2 Zealots. Anyways, 1 Corsair snipe, the other Corsair is still hanging out, but at least Stork was able to crush that army movement here from Action, and it looks like we're gonna be having some engagement happening at the 6th corruption. The single Zealot just clearing that area. Looks like Stork has lost his last Corsair, guys. If you look at the minimap at the 730%, there's some yellow dot that destroys some orange dot. I think that was a single Corsair who died. So that's very, very interesting. Anyway, Stork is gonna mount another assault, re-assault for the 3rd time against the 12th corruption. He's got a lot of forces looking, and looks like Action is getting ready to do another drop once again. He's got triple overlords here and a single overlord moving from the 3 o'clock position southward. Anyways, these are nice storm, and that egg is buying a lot of time. We can storm the drones will be great, but he's not able to actually hit the drones here. But yeah, Stork's gonna try to get on this high ground, and as well as move the rest of his army out. His army is great. A lot of Hydras are bleeding, starting to continue on with the attack. But you know, look inside of Stork's main. He's got a, you know, he's facing, you know, a quadruple overlord drop here. And probes need to run for your life. Stork is returning with the rest of his squad. This is gonna be a problem, because for sure he will lose his Nexus. There's no way he could save it. and he's not able to take out any kind of infrastructure at the top. He's gonna try to regain that base from some other angles. Anyways, this cannon will not survive because it's too early, it's too young in the cycle. Lurker deploys itself and probes running for the life. Once again, Stork is not in position to intercept. He's gonna try to save his main first though. And indeed, yeah, you know, he loses the Nexus, guy. He loses the Nexus. And he's going to be losing more than that. If he's not paying attention, we're going to be having another engagement. He's once again not yet able to stop action from retaking and resupplying, redefending the top option. And that's going to be a problem here. We are at the 20 minute and 30 second of the game. Stork has got 80 supply in action with 55. Stork has got a lot more sign. It's going to be a chance for him to actually do a huge push now. If he can just, you know, punch action in the throat, meaning the 1130 position, then he's going to be clear for the win. But he's going to be super careful for the counter. Looks like action has moved the rest of his Hydras towards the 3 o'clock position, looking for some kind of attack. And these two players are not aware of the other guy's movements, guys. We might have a slight base retreat. It looks like Stork is moving in as action is moving out as well. And who's going to be with the attack? We have a single Hydra waiting here. Probes looking forward to actually go and expand towards the 6 o'clock position here. Stork is waiting and getting ready for it. Looks like we're going to be having two simultaneous battles. Stork loses his High Templars. There are 3 cannons here, and Hydra is moving right to probes. Need to actually go in the main or something like that. No, they actually cannot go inside the main because there's no Nexus in the main. But Stork attacks action's expansion as well. If action loses that expansion, there's going to be a problem. Now we need to actually think of something. Stork needs to save his probe. He needs to save 1 or 2 probes in, in case he actually need to build like a pylon, a hidden pylon somewhere on this map. He's got probe at 6 o'clock because he's lost every single probes at his expansion. This base, is it going to be able to fall? I don't know, because there's still a lot of lurkers and sunkens on the high ground, but action is running out of money as well. His money is moving up very slowly. He's mined out inside of several places. If you look at his expansion and his main, it's not mining. There's no minerals. There are no minerals in those bases, guys. Excuse me, not minerals. I mean, there are no drones on the mineral line. There's only drones on the gas. So that's going to be a problem. And Action's money supply is not moving up. Stork's money supply is not moving up either. Both the players are actually not mining. And looks like the last drone possibly is going to die soon. The Hydrogen get destroyed. And Action says, I'm completely screwed. I need to go back. He's moved back the rest of his Hydras. Actually, it's going to be better for him to actually position just a single Hydras to take out, other buildings inside Stork's main. Stork's got 240 minerals. He needs to save money to make a pylon at some point. Looks like he's just going to try to block this ramp. Is it a good idea? I think it might be. Okay, I guess I have no idea because I don't know. I thought it would be better for to move the Zealot inside of Action's main and try to snipe the spawning pool because the Hydrogen is down, and if the spawning pool is down as well, Action's got no way to make troops. Of course, he doesn't even have money to make troops, so it actually doesn't matter. Anyways, looks like Stork uses money for something and cancel his money, fall down and went back up to 240, but now he's definitely moved, build something. I think maybe 2 items because 240 minus 90 is what is 150, right? So he built something with 75 money. Is that Dragoons or Zealot? Something cost money there because High Templar is 25. Not so sure exactly what Stork built. But anyways, he's gonna try to do an attack. Looks like the Overlord is checking out for the situation inside the Stork's main. He sees nothing. No drones, no units getting produced from the gateways. No probes, no Nexus whatsoever. Anyways, the attack commenced now. This is a slight dance back and forth. The Hydra's gonna be looking forward to actually dodge those storms. They snipe one Hydra, but might not be that important. Is the Hydran rebuilt? I don't think so. I don't think Action is rebuilt the Hydra, and he's only building Zerglings. There's no way he can actually build anything that's supply-wise. Stork is 38 and Action is 16. Stork is very close to winning this game. He actually clear things out. And Action would not be able to destroy Stork's main fast enough, guys. Yeah, we're going to be having a slight, trying to move down the high ground, and that's a premature storm. That storm should have just waited. That Archon is going to get targeted upon by the Hydras, and that Archon is going to sacrifice itself in exchange for these Hydras. But Action has lost everything. Action supply down to 70, and Action GG. Look at the reaction on his face at the bottom side of the screen, and look at Stork's reaction. Thanks so much. You got the custody to buy me a coffee. My Zelle account is namkraftvn.gmail.com. You can use credit card or PayPal account. The link is in the video. See you soon. Bye bye.